Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be taking a pair, breaking it down from a technical and order flow perspective to try to understand where we have the highest probabilities of the next potential move. And in doing so, I will provide as much free education as possible. So I really suggest that you stick to the video to the end, and I will see you on the charts. In today's video, I will be speaking about GBP, JPY, because at the moment we do have quite interesting price action and structure. Now, as usual, first I will be covering the technical side, then we will move to the order flow. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that the market is currently testing a very strong area of previous monthly resistance, which is now turned support. From here, the market created all this move to the downside. Again, here the market tested its zone and rejected it lower. And at the moment, the market is testing exactly that previous monthly resistance turned support that we could expect the market to potentially reject to the upside. We can also notice how we did have an impulse and correction. And in general, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, what you have to do is take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. And if we do that, we can see how we had a perfect 0.32 Fibonacci retracement. The market already tested its zone and rejected it higher. So at least by looking at the monthly, it definitely seems possible to see the market create a rejection higher. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now, from a weekly perspective, we can notice how at the moment the market is testing exactly previous weekly resistance, acting as resistance here, again here, again here, and again here, which at the moment is now turned support at this area. And from here, there is the possibility to have a rejection higher, considering that the pattern that the market is currently showing, especially here on the weekly time frame, is that of a triangle formation, after which we're supposed to see a potential breakout higher. Going down on the daily, what do we have? Now, from a daily perspective, we can notice how in creating this move to the downside, which is currently testing all the support that we have across this area, that is exactly what we have identified now by looking at the monthly and weekly. Here on the daily, we can see that the market in testing that area is also creating an M pattern. And in general, after the creation of an M pattern, what you would expect is a potential rejection higher for the completion of the pattern at the neckline, which is the previous support turned resistance. So here on the daily, we could expect a potential rejection higher for the market to complete this M pattern at the neckline, which is this previous support turned resistance. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, and we check the data for the pound, we can see how with the last report, we went from having minus 36k net positions to now having minus 25k net positions. So we're currently seeing an increase of the net positions. We had 3.4k longs added on the institutional side of the market with the last report. So the pound seems to be getting stronger with one of the highest readings that we had so far. Regarding the situation that we have on the JPY is still pretty weak, sitting at minus 53k net positions in the long term. We were the maximum at minus 25, so we're still double the negative that we had. We did see lately some increase in the net positions, but in the long term, still very negative. So we do have a weak JPY and strong GBP, meaning that there is definitely at least a possibility to see a potential rejection higher and completion of the M pattern at the neckline. So how we could be approaching a potential move higher. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the downside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market as we would have to an intraday bullish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries at that point, we could be looking for a potential rejection higher for the market to complete this M pattern at the neckline. Now, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and these kind of things, That is all part of the mentorship program, which you can find at transparentfxtrading.com. Here you have the possibility to gain access to my entire course with all the rules of the strategies. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the CO2 data software, which is the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you scroll lower here past the testimonials, you will see that at the moment I'm running a special promotion in which you have a huge upfront discount on the lifetime access price of the mentorship program all the way down to 97 euros. And as an option, since I have partnered with the Forex broker Blueberry Markets, if you open an account with them from the student dashboard, you can get a full refund credited back into your trading account. And if you scroll over here, you will see that there is still time to join before the timer goes to zero and the offer expires and price goes back to normal. However, spots are limited, so if they get filled before the timer goes to zero, the offer will end anyway and price will go back to normal. So I really suggest that you take advantage and join directly from here to gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like button and comment below. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you in my next video.